pouring the libations today?
You want to know what it is?
Yeah, let me taste it first. What are we having today?
Okay, so today our Friday drink is
whiskey.
Yes, so I actually brought Bullet Bourbon. This is rye with Topo Chico, and Ashley wanted Sprite, so sprinkled some Sprite in there.
Yum.
It's
we
delicious.
are definitely whiskey/bourbon girls, so
yes.
keeping it simple today.
And did you notice that I am very eco-friendly?
Yes.
Stainless steel straws, supporting the earth.
Jessica is saving the world.
I am. One stainless straw at a time. Stainless steel straw.
Hey, we're twinsies today.
We are. We're going to be talking about something that's kind of twinsy-like,
No,
right?
it's not.
Oh, sisters. Sisters. Okay.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So, we're talking today about the cleavage of the face. It frames your face. It's super important.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't have brows, it's kind of crazy looking.
Yeah.
So we need brows. And it doesn't mean they need to be black.
No.
If they don't need to be that way. Exactly. Want them to look natural. So that brings us to today's topic, microblading. What? So this is actually a pretty hot topic, probably over the last 2 years, I think.
Yeah,
as far as like
here it's definitely new. Our beloved coworker Andrea told Dr. Sukar, like, hey, I think this is a great idea. I think our patients would really love it. And guess what?
She's mapping out those faces with those brows.
She is doing some crazy, amazing work.
Yes, and we'll touch on this, but doing some like really awesome like revision of old tattooing, which is really cool because
so when was that? When was that fad? Because I feel like a lot of my like aunts, my grandma.
Eyebrow tattooing, I think, was a thing at least 10 plus years ago.
Okay.
At least.
But
And
so
further than
something that I've noticed with every single person that has them tattooed is that it starts to turn green
Or blue.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And that's
unless you have blue
or
green hair. But even then, I don't think you should.
Nope, it's not a thing.
Let's
It's
not
not
do
a
that.
fad. Nope,
You know how
it's
like the whole alien stuff, everyone's talking about aliens?
Oh, like Area 51.
Maybe they're going to make it a thing, but
not
here
here.
at PS, it's not a thing.
No.
Hey
It's
Jess,
not.
your brows are looking really nice.
So are yours.
Thank you.
You know, I have this girl who does my brows. Her name's Andrea.
That's the same person that we were just talking about.
Yes.
So Andrea does the microblading here.
Yes.
She, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but she even does better than her trainer.
Oh my God.
Right?
Wow. Yeah.
Her brows, and she creates them.
Yes.
Like she doesn't
Legit.
like. I know she tells her patients like, do you want it, a very defined shape, or do you want it like Ashley, who likes hers a little scraggly? I don't like it scraggly. I just like it, like to look natural.
Yeah.
And I think that mine looks super natural.
They do. Absolutely. And they frame your face perfectly.
Thank
It's a perfect cleavage for your face.
The best thing I think about having your eyebrows microbladed is you wake up made up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
Just throw on some mascara and some lip gloss, and you're good to go.
But you know what? You don't realize like how long it actually takes you to like pencil in or put brow powder into your brows until you don't have to do it. It's like one less thing you have to do in the morning, or when
or
you
one
get
less
on the
thing
pool.
that Jessica has to do for me.
Oh yeah,
because I never did it myself.
But also too, like with it being pool season and beach season, when you go into the pool, if you have powder or pencil on your brows, it's going to get washed off. And you're going to come out of that water trying to look like a mermaid.
And you're going to look a little busted.
No. Yeah, so brows are very important. Very important. So, microblading.
What is it?
Yeah, okay, so that's a great question. What is
okay,
that?
Professor Stavina, this is your...
Every time I say I'm going to bring my glasses, so I look real nerdy and, like I really am inside. But microblading. So we actually
If you don't have any questions, you want us to answer the questions live,
yes, please
ask some questions.
Drop them in the comments so we can get to them. And there's a little bit of a delay from when you guys comment to when we can see it. So give us just a second to get caught up here. And I will.
And they always pick the funkiest pose.
The screenshot.
I always have a mean face. Like I'm looking at you like.
Oh my goodness. Lori says cute shirts.
Thank you. These are PS Angel shirts.
Yeah.
That one's Jess.
Yeah.
Actually,
which one?
I think.
Oh wait, this one.
I think I wanted to be the karate chopping one.
Yeah. So
this was from our last movie night.
Yes. Actually, it's funny. So that's me because my girls said that looks like me. I think
that
that's
one
the
is
one.
you.
I think.
No.
Yeah.
I did have
longer arms. So.
When I designed the shirts, I did that.
Mm-hmm. Like that's Jess. That's Ash. And then there's everybody else. Okay. So Lori says cute shirt. So thank you.
Thanks, Lori.
Watch out. Oh, we were gonna tell them about something that's live.
Oh, okay.
Should we? We'll circle back at the end.
We'll circle back.
Okay, we'll circle back to something exciting. Okay, Heather says, hey Heather.
Heather
says, does it hurt? Okay, so that's actually one of the things that we're going to go over. So,
first let's talk about what is it.
Yes, okay, so microblading, I think a lot of patients use that term as just like getting your brows done, filling in. There's actually different techniques, and Andrea, our nurse that does microblading, actually is trained in a very advanced way to do microblading.
Even though she could have taught the class herself.
Yes.
But
yes. So microblading, there's also there's microblading and microshading. So what's the difference? Okay, so microblading really is like creating nice feathery hair strokes, very thin. The strokes themselves, but of course we can do more strokes to really fill in and make them look thicker. Micro shading is literally like if you were to take remember those color pencils in school?
Oh,
and you turn it
matte pencils.
There you go, matte pencils. And you kind of put it like a little bit more flat on your paper, and you shade in. Mm-hmm. Shading is that exactly. So microblading is creating hair strokes, and shading is shading. So
it makes sense.
Shading is shading. Did you know that?
Yeah,
it's a real thing.
So I think even before she was taught the micro shading, she did a little bit of it, right?
She did, absolutely.
Because mine are.
You have microblading and micro shading.
I do.
So they have their place. They really do have their place. So someone who typically already has, thicker brows, we may want to do a combination of shading and the hair strokes. Or maybe they just need more hair strokes on the front end and really their tail end looks great. Yeah. Patients who really have literally no brows. Like you look at them, they have no brows whatsoever. There may be a few little sprinkles of hair, but there's no brows. You really we're creating a complete brow for you, right? So we have to do a combination of the shading and the strokes so that way it looks natural. It doesn't look tattooed, because tattooing is literally like taking a permanent marker, that look. Right. And then even when, she has stencils to work with, but she's not going to make them just that stamped on look. Yeah. It's not cute. No, nobody wants that. Also, who wants to wake up with the same face every day? You want to be able to you want to alter them. Yeah. And I will tell you that's one thing that I love about, so Andrea has done both of our brows. I just realized how stupid that was. No, it wasn't. Okay. No, it was good. Thank you. It was good. So, Andrea, you can see that both of Ashley and I we have different hair color, right? And our skin color is actually quite the same. I know we use very similar makeup. Yeah, the same colors, pretty much. Actually, we do. It's the same exact color, except for today. Because you got a certain tan. I'm kind of tan. Did you know that? That's nice. Anyway, I'm supposed to be the Hispanic one. I know. You're the coconut. Inside out coconut. So Ashley and I both have different colored hair, right? And our brow shapes are a bit different. So Andrea, she was able to create her brows and match her and frame her face. Of course, she would never use those same colors on me. So I like a very natural look as well. Wait, so everyone doesn't have the same color brows? I know it sounds crazy, but no. And she's not going to make them all the same color. Exactly. So it's customized to you, your face, your hair, your skin, everything. It all plays a role. It all plays in the sandbox together. Mm-hmm. It's going to play nice. Anyway, so what was I gonna say? Oh, I like my brows very natural, and if we're glamming it up and going somewhere, then of course I want to make them maybe a little bit more bold. Then I can add, using a pencil, things like that, or powder. But when was I think it was like the late '90s, early 2000s when that pencil. Oh, that was the '90s. I hope that does not come back. Yeah. No, I really don't like that look. I always liked the what's that? Cara Delevingne. She has these I think that I could compete with her now that Andrea. Are hers very scraggly as Andrea. Oh, natural. Yes, it doesn't look fake. Our nail lady, because now we go to the same everything.
She complimented, I forgot to tell you, she complimented me on my brows, and she was like, "Did you do that?" And I was like, "No, they're microbladed. Thank you."
You're like, thanks. I know someone.
I know someone.
Mm-hmm. So we talked about blading and shading. So blading's hair stroke, shading is shading. Okay. Now, as far as like,
who's a candidate?
So,
who can get it done?
Well, not everyone is a candidate. Although we would like to say everyone is, there are some patients who just are not candidates.
And we're not gonna waste your time.
Yeah.
We're not going to.
We don't want you to, especially waste your time, but we definitely don't want you to waste your money on it if you're not a candidate. So that is actually determined when you're here with Andrea when she assesses how your brows are or not, and things like that to let you know if you're going to be a candidate.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we can also have her do a photo review.
Yes.
Even just
those
before.
are awesome, actually, to do.
Do y'all know that we do? I'm sorry, I'm messing with my shirt, but it's big. Do y'all know that we do offer free photo reviews here at the clinic with us?
It's a pretty nifty little thing because we are constantly. Oh, where's my phone? Constantly on our phones. All the time. So it's super easy for you guys to send in a photo to us so we can assess if you're going to be a good candidate or not. That way you don't
because
have to drive
some people,
here.
they don't even know if they could do, whatever
Something.
they're...
Even though they want to.
Yeah.
We don't.
And then we do have some people that come in with photos. And...
That's another good point.
It's kind of hard because everyone's different.
Yeah. So we do have patients come in for all sorts of procedures, but just focusing on microblading, they're like, okay, I want her brows. Well, her face is not your face, right? And so...
And her frame is not going to... she's not going to eat the same thing. Everyone has different face shapes, face sizes. Mm-hmm. What looks good on Jess might not look good on me.
Why not? I'm just kidding. It could.
I'm like,
no, I'm just kidding.
But
anyway, so when we're doing microblading, it is completely customized to your face, your eye shape, your face, your skin tone, your hair. Like we said, everything plays a factor.
Right.
So photo reviews are fantastic.
Which is even better though, because you don't want to be just like anyone else.
No.
And at the Clinic for Plastic Surgery, we're not in the business of creating
Like
a Barbie factory or whatever. Everyone, Dr. Sukar always says that he's unveiling or revealing the beauty that you already have.
Yeah.
So, or enhancing it.
Or enhancing, yeah.
But, what were you saying? We're talking about candidates.
Yeah. So that will be determined.
We can do a photo review,
yes.
definitely.
That is probably one of the best ways, and our patients actually appreciate that. That way that, they're not taking time out of their day to come here to find out maybe they're not a candidate for it. Now, the patients that are not candidates for it.
Oh my God.
Don't do it.
Sorry.
Gianna!
So we decided to
have a surprise.
Have the Can y'all see?
There she is. We love Gianna. She's just as silly as us. Yo, we are so much fun here. In case you haven't noticed or are not aware, we're fun.
Yeah, our team members might be a little camera shy, but we'll get them on here.
One by one. We're trying to peel them from their places to get them on here. But
I can't believe we got Dr. And Dr. Sukar was great last week. If you didn't see the
you need to go back and watch last Friday.
He's hilarious.
Especially when he said you do it best. I can't do it.
No, I can't do it. He did it.
He did an impersonation of Eddie Murphy. Yeah, it was hilarious. So yeah, if you didn't watch last Friday's episode, scroll on up after this one and go watch it because it was hilarious. But anyway, so okay, all right. So candidacy. So we can do a photo review, which is super helpful.
Talk about those people that did have tattooed eyebrows?
Yes. Okay. So Andrea actually does quite a bit of corrective work, color camouflaging.
So does Dr. Sukar.
He really does.
we do a lot of
here.
Fixers. Yeah.
Fixer-uppers.
Not our mistakes.
Yeah.
But,
Exactly. So patients who come in who previously have had, especially tattooing done, a lot of times what we need to do is we need to remove or we need to break up that pigment so then we can really create a nice, beautiful brow. So sometimes it's a bit of a process where we're having to go in and break up and remove that pigment to get it lifted out of the skin several times before we can actually begin the microblading process.
So it can be done, it's just going to be a little bit more of a process.
Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of a longer journey for you. But don't worry, we will get you there or get you as close to there as we can.
Team no green, blue brows.
Yeah. Can somebody hashtag that for us?
Yeah. No. What
team no green or blue brows.
Team no alien brows.
Yeah, no alien
Something
brows.
like that.
No alien brows. Okay, so pain level, Robin said. Okay, so let's get into that. So we talked about candidacy, revisionary things in the process, as far as it's going to take a little bit to get you there. Now,
I love you with all my heart, so I'm going to just pick this right there. You just had a blush brush right there.
Oh, a little
and I was like watching it.
It's when I was in hair and makeup before we came on. They were in a rush, maybe. Those are good friends.
Hey, makeup people, just note
Next
to
time.
y'all. Yeah.
Don't leave brush stuff on it.
Okay. Just kidding, just because our makeup person.
That was me. I'll add that to my list.
So,
anyway, okay, so pain level, does it hurt? Let's just jump right into that one because that's probably why a lot of patients are hesitant to do it because they're scared it hurts.
because I mean, it says it in the microblading blade. You think of a razor blade.
Yeah, no, it's not. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it is though.
Wait, oh, it is. But
Well, it's not a blade.
Okay,
It's
tiny.
It's
It's
not.
tiny. Don't even worry about that process, that part of it. You're good. But anyway, okay, so it doesn't hurt. No, there may be some areas that may be a little bit uncomfortable or a little tender, but you're not going to jump off the table and be like, it hurts. So
No,
we numb
Andrea
you.
is so patient, so good at so even us, sometimes, and we've said it before, like sometimes we don't get numbing and we just have to jump in there whenever we have time. But no, Andrea's very good. She wants to make you comfortable. We let that numbing sit and penetrate for a little while.
Yeah.
Because it should be. I mean, it's a.
Talking about penetration. I mean, well, you said the numbing. Can we edit that out? She said the numbing is a lot of penetration.
Just keep going. Speaking of that.
Okay, speaking of letting the numbing. Okay, so we numb you for quite a bit of time. That was really
I'm really excited
really
that was you this time and not me.
Oh my gosh, talk about embarrassing. Hopefully none of you noticed that. Okay, whew, I feel like I'm having a moment. Okay, so talk about numbing. Okay, so we numb.
Dr. Sukar, if he's watching this, he's dying right now.
Yeah, it's like, oh god. So we let you numb for a very significant amount of time before we even begin the process.
Not too long,
yeah, but enough.
Enough time to where you're numb.
Yeah. And then after we do not me, Andrea, after she does her first round, she actually goes in and puts more numbing, topical numbing, into now the areas where we've done the stroke, so then it can actually go deeper into the tissue, so you're more comfortable.
Okay.
So don't worry.
What is it that's coloring it, or what is it that's like?
So we actually have pigments that we use. Okay. So the pigments that we use, we actually use a little hand piece to actually create the hair strokes or the shading. Along with the pigments, and then the pigments are then applied at the end to bake. So
I do remember her saying,
session.
So now we're going to bake.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's when, if you're nice, Andrea will show you pictures of her cute daughters.
Yes, so goodbye time.
Baby Gray.
Yes.
Get well soon, Baby Gray. She just broke her collarbone, but I think she's doing a lot better because she went swimming last weekend.
Okay, good. Thank God. It was a bit of a sketchy moment when we got that message.
I know.
3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Fell out of her crib. Poor thing. But she's a trooper, so she's gonna slide right into summer. Even
Shout
with
out
her
to
little
Baby Gray.
cast. Okay, so we talked about numbing, things like that. Doesn't hurt. It's comfortable. You will be perfectly fine. Yes, we do use topical numbing, so not to worry.
Is it a one and done, or
no?
How does that go?
No. Okay, so microblading.
I actually know the answer, but
Want me to let you answer?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, so is microblading a one and done? No. The way we do it is if this is going to be your first time doing microblading, we'll actually do your initial treatment first, and then we'll have you come back at 4 to 6 weeks to do a touch-up, fine-tuning, kind of a maintenance treatment. Because the strokes are very superficial, that's what we want them to be. As it heals and peels kind of like a tattoo, you'll have some flaking, you may lose a little bit of color in certain areas. So the second session at about 4 to 6 weeks later is really to fine-tune and kind of polish out that end result.
Now, does that mean you have to come back every 4 to 6 weeks?
No. These are 4 good questions today, sister.
I know.
So, no, that doesn't mean you have to come back every month after that. So, typically, once we get things squared away by that maintenance treatment, microblading can last anywhere from 12 months to 3 years. I mean, it really all depends on how well you take care of your skin. You know, I mentioned it's pretty superficial that we do these hair strokes. So think your skin naturally sloughs off and peels at a semi-regular rate.
And we tend to do things that
advance that.
Peels,
resurfacing,
exfoliating.
Products we
yeah,
use,
exactly.
retinols,
Exactly.
things
So
like that.
just being really careful, really sure not to get it
Into
on the brows.
itself.
Yeah.
So
I remember when I first got them done.
I'm gonna take a drink.
I think you said something like, or maybe Andrea said, yeah, don't get them wet, and I thought that meant don't ever get them wet, and I was like, this is gonna be an issue because I don't
shower caps on you.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was like picturing, but no. So let's talk about the process.
Yeah.
Let's say, okay, Ashley is coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come get my brows done with Andrea. Okay. So I've already done the photo review. I know I'm a candidate. Okay. Now what?
You know you're a candidate?
Well, yeah. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, so you know you're a candidate. You were here. Don't fall. Okay. We don't need you on the floor.
I know.
Okay, so you're already a candidate. You're here. So once you get here, we take
How
photos.
much time should I carve out in my schedule?
Okay, so if it's your very first time, we like to block out about an hour and a half of time because we want to make sure you have plenty of time to make sure you're a candidate. If you did do a photo review, get you numbed. Of course, make sure we got your photos done. And then what really takes the most time is the numbing and the mapping out.
Oh, mapping.
Yeah, the mapping out of the brow. So it's actually very it is a little bit of a scientific thing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you've seen that little tools that Andrea uses and all the markings.
Yeah, she's like soup with the
tape measure.
Tape measure. You know, making sure
everything's mapped out.
Can I just do a little interception?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interception.
In there.
I just want to go on record as to saying eyebrows are not twins.
They are not.
And they're not meant to be. Just like your boobies. They're not twins. They're sisters.
We're saving their day, and they're not kissing cousins.
They're not kissing cousins because we don't want that.
We don't want a unibrow.
Frida Kahlo.
No, we don't
I can
want
say
that
because I did struggle with that as a child.
Did you?
Yeah, I was doing waxing from a very young age because that is just not a cute look.
Ever.
So, not kissing cousins, not cousins, because obviously we want them to look a little bit more.
Yeah, a little more related.
But definitely sisters,
Yes.
not twins.
Exactly.
I mean, just like your boobs, you're never going to have. They're never going to be.
Even Victoria's Secret models don't have the most perfect set of breasts. There's going to be some differences. So same thing with the brows. Same thing. Those are good.
I just wanted to throw that in there because it's important to know that. I mean, a totally symmetrical face is not always the most beautiful. Is it called cornophilia?
I don't know.
I only know it because it was on an episode of The Office where like your face is like exactly symmetrical. I think Tom Cruise has that, but he has a tooth like right in the middle of his face, so it's not always cute to be that
is
like
not cute.
Yeah.
Nope.
Anyway,
nope.
I just wanted to throw that in there.
Nope. Okay, so process. So get you here, make sure you're a candidate. If we didn't do a photo review, then get you numb, photos. And then what we do is then we get the area mapped out, your brow. So there's certain places where brows should start, where they should end, where your arch should be.
It is so funny that you said where they should start. Like, how funny would that be?
Yeah.
What if that was a look?
If your brows start way over here, that will look weird. And if they start too close to the center, they're missing cousins.
I was thinking over here, like if it goes like too low
like
or
they
something.
slide off your face. Yeah,
I've seen it.
And it would be weird if your tail went like way down here, your brow. So, or if your arch was like right here in the center. So there's a certain place where things should begin, where they should end, and where they should arch, and how much they should arch, right?
And how that coincides with your actual facial features.
Yeah, how your lids are, your eye shape.
I'm just now realizing how much Andrea has to take into account when she does these.
I'm telling you, she's like a scientist.
Oh, yeah. Like a mad scientist that's like. Anyway, okay.
So,
but we digress.
Yes. Okay. So after mapping out, then she begins the actual microblading and shading process. That process actually doesn't take that long.
No,
it's all the prep work before getting it mapped, numbed, all that. So your first visit, we do mark out about an hour and a half of time just to make sure we have plenty of time to do that. Sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes it doesn't. But that's about average, about an hour and a half of time. So then when you leave here, Andrea is going to give you post-treatment instructions. So
she's also going to give you one of our cute little makeup bags.
You get some swag.
Yeah. So we're going to put a cute little makeup bag. We're going to put Aquaphor in there. We're going to put some gauze and stuff just because we really want to protect your investment. Yes. And we want you to love what you go home with. So
and share with your friends.
Exactly. Sharing is caring. So you're going to have all of that with instructions, and Andrew's going to go over it with you about what you need to do, because there is some homework that you're going to be sent with. Just some, patting them. I'm not going to lie, because you need to be prepared for this. Day 2 is a little rough.
Why did you say that?
Because I was dark.
Well, that's when most
I don't know why it happens, but it was dark.
I lost you guys. I was trying to read the comments.
Oh, it died.
Will you give me my phone? Yes. Oh, no, I need it.
You're further.
My long legs. I want to read these comments because somebody said, okay, so we talked about doesn't hurt. So excuse me that I'm on my mobile device right now, but my computer died. It just said goodbye. Okay, so, and then let's see. All the shirts. Kimberly, hello. She said hello, ladies with palm trees and sunshine. And Jana, our surprise guest that was over here, she says hello. Hey, Jana. Okay, let's see. Oh, the PS show with Ash and Jess is on. We should watch it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I think we're good. We've got, comments. And cute shirts.
Does it hurt? Yeah, we talked about that. Okay, cool.
Okay. Yay! Alright, okay, so we got caught up on comments. Jessica's watching. Did you see that?
Which Jess? You?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so we talked about process and everything. So, results.
Oh, we have a couple of pictures.
Yeah.
So, besides these results.
We have some really awesome results that we're going to be getting up on the gallery that are coming soon. And we'll post those on social media. So you guys can really see, because we can hold up photos and really show you guys.
And Andrea's so cute. Like, she put the after on top of the before. But here, let's zoom in.
Zoomy. Okay.
Oh, the glare.
Actually, let's do this one first. This is our girl Ange. So afters are on top and befores are on bottom. So Angela likes a very defined brow. Of course, she has really dark hair, so we need to go darker on pigments.
Oh my gosh, look, Ange just said, Sukar's Angels.
Yeah, Angela, look!
Look, that's Ange.
Face. Okay, so there's Angela. Okay, so we're going to slide on over here. We're going to do Sarah.
Little Sarah.
It's an inside joke, you guys, so if you hear us say it, just laugh. Just laugh. Okay, so here's
So this is the, I didn't realize that.
Before.
I'm like touching the
And this is the after. So Sarah also has very dark hair as well. If you guys have seen her around the office, she has very dark hair. She likes hers very defined. So these are more defined results.
Yeah.
So we actually have quite a bit I want to show you guys, but we'll have to put them on our website in the gallery, and also we'll have to post them on social media. Of patients who really start out with very thin brows but more blonde hair, so theirs are going to be more on the natural side of results versus more defined. So, okay, and then let's see. Kimberly says, I have natural hair. Me too! So, right now I have a little bit of powder on my brows, so this is a little bit darker than actually how Andrea did them. I only did that because we were on camera today, so I wanted them to be a little darker. But even if you have red hair or blonde hair,
I'm sorry, Mary. I'm doing the hair thing.
We have you have to drink when you touch your hair.
Okay,
so but if you have red hair or blonde hair, it doesn't matter. We can still create nice, beautiful brows that are going to go with your hair color, your skin tone, everything. So not to worry. Not to worry. Okay, let's see. I think those are all the questions so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've really gone through the highlighted points. Does it hurt? How does it work? How long does it last? Things like that. Those are usually the hottest questions when it comes to microblading or anything you're doing, frankly.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else for us before we announce something exciting?
Oh, no, I want to do that. Let's
okay,
do that.
All right, give it to him.
Okay, so if you haven't heard yet,
drum roll,
and we hope that you have, but if you haven't, our online store is live.
It's up, guys. And
you and I have worked very hard to get this
Girl.
going, to get
blood,
everything.
sweat, and tears.
Oh, yeah.
Not really blood.
No tear.
Maybe a tear. I don't know. We
We
put a lot into this, okay, guys? So our
so
online store is live.
I'm so excited about
An email went out to you guys if you're on our email list. What day was that? Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday? I don't even know what day it is today.
Well, now
It went
you
out.
can PS
Mm-hmm.
at home.
Yes. So when you're in your jammies, you're drinking your wine, you're on your couch, Netflixing, you could be shopping the Clinic for Plastic Surgery. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we have several memberships you can be a part of to save money, to become a PS.
And maybe that's what we'll talk about next Friday. Is
Yeah,
our
we
membership.
can definitely talk about
Yeah, that's a good topic.
that. But if y'all have any other suggestions, we definitely want to keep doing this, keep informing you.
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Stukar's a fan, so
He'll be doing more episodes with us.
appearances. Yes,
so.
we definitely want to get him in for the lipo one.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get Maria. I call her Maria because she's sassy.
Yeah.
We want Mare and Derisi and everyone to be on the show.
So if you
send
have
us your request.
Yeah, if you have a team member that you want to see live on this show, I'm gonna need you to tell us because otherwise they won't come on.
Yeah,
unless
they need to know that they have the fan
If you ask,
base.
they can't say no. If we ask, they can say no.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, too busy.
Yeah.
So,
Andrea really did want to come on to our show
slammed today.
She's so slammy. Yeah, she
Yeah.
has a ton of stuff to do, a ton of brows to beautify.
Yeah.
So, as we sign off, remember that these things here, they frame your face. They
Yes.
are the cleavage of the face.
Yes.
Does that mean that the eyes are the boobs?
They could be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the soul? I don't know. Let's not keep going on this analogy or whatever.
We could circle into a black hole with it.
Yeah, for real. And especially Jess and I, we can just.
All right. Anyway, so this is the PS show with
Ash
and Jess. And remember, beauty's in the details. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.